and welcome to Prudent Media News. Now a look at the top stories. CM says that government is considering creation of new district in Goa, states that the work of 12th Taluka has already begun. Sources say that police knew about Atala's disappearance when assembly was in session. Court has issued non-bailable warrant against Atala on 29 July. MPT asked government to form proper guidelines and procedures for NOC from the Mines Department. MPT suggests government to check the evasion of royalty at the loading point of barges rather than the port. River Navigation Department to charge fare for ferry passengers with 2 rupees and two-wheelers with 5 rupees. Government expects 4 crores of revenue out of this proposal. And GFA's Kingfisher Pro League to kick off on Saturday. Senior citizens and students to get free entry for matches. And now the news in detail. Chief Minister Digambar Kamath on Thursday said that the government will consider establishing 3rd district in Goa, including the areas in and around Ponda. He also informed that the work of forming the proposed 12th Taluka in Darbandora has already commenced. Digambar Kamath said that government will consider making 3 districts in the state. The government will consider areas in and around Ponda Taluka for the 3rd district. Chief Minister informed this after laying the foundation stone for the upgradation of Rajiv Gandhi Kala Mandir in Ponda on Thursday. The prestigious complex is estimated at the cost of 19 crores rupees. Home Minister Ravi Naik, Chairperson of Ponda Municipality Pradeep Naik and others were present for the function.
वो भाग तिसरो जिल्लो जावचो म्हणजे गोंयांत तिसरो जिल्लो जावचो आनी तातूंत फोंडेचो परिसर आसचो आनी सवतणी भोंवतणीचो परिसर आसचो अशें ताजें एक स्वप्न आसा. आमी ऑलरेडी गेल्ले बजेटांत 12वो तालुका डिक्लेअर केलो धारबांदोडा तालुका डिक्लेअर केलो ताचें काम ऑलरेडी कॉमेस जाल्लें आसा. सरकारी पातळीचेर ताजें खंयच्यो एरिया येवपाक जाय हाजेर विचारपूस सरकाराची ऑलरेडी हे चालू आसा आनी म्हाका खात्री आसा की रवी नायकान जे सजेशन दिलां की तिसरो जिल्लो गोंयांत जावचो म्हणून ताजेरय सरकार अवश्य विचार करून निर्णय घेतले कारण सजेशन बरें आसा.
Bureau Report, Prudent Media. Drug nexus issue was rocking monsoon session of Goa Assembly. To avoid more chaos at the session, Goa police hid the fact of Atala's disappearance. He was missing when the assembly was in session. JMFC court had issued a non-bailable warrant against Atala when he failed to be present for the hearing on 29th August. But police remained silent on the issue. Apparently, Atala is missing from 1.5 months. However, Goa police hid this fact during the assembly session. As per the reports, JMFC MAPSA had issued summons for Atala for overstaying in Goa. He was ordered to be present for hearing on 29th July, but he did not appear before the court. This is the first instance. He was again asked to remain present on 5th August, but again he skipped the hearing. This is the second instance proving that Atala was missing from a long time. Home Minister Ravi Naik had informed the House that investigation in the drug nexus case is professionally conducted. But was the Home Minister unaware of the fact that the main accused in the case was missing? The police officials informed that they came to know about the said fact on 7th August. Incidentally, one day after the Assembly's session got over.
His presence was required on 7th of August 2010 and that is the time when it was found that he had already checked out of the hotel where he was staying at his as his residence, which was his declared official residence after coming out of the custody.
We contacted advocate of Atala, Swapnil Nasnodkar, and he said that Atala seems to be missing from mid of July.
अटालान केन्ना तरी लास्ट मिड वीक ऑफ जुलायान म्हाका कॉन्टॅक्ट केल्लो ताज्या नंतर अटालान केन्ना कॉन्टॅक्ट करूंकूच ना आनी तो कोर्टाक येवंक ना म्हणून ताज्या अगेन्स्ट वॉरंट इशू केल्लो.
केन्नाच्यान तो मिसींग आसूं शकता?
मिड वीक ऑफ जुलय आसतलो. ताज्या नंतर काय तो केन्ना म्हाका मेळूंक ना किंवा फोन करूंक ना, कांयच कॉन्टॅक्ट ना.
तुमी तेका कॉन्टॅक्ट करपाचो हें केलो तुमकां कॉन्टॅक्टान?
आमी ट्राय केलो फोन पूण ताजो आउट ऑफ कवरेज उरयता.
तुमच्या कॉन्टॅक्टांचो
ना.
केन्नाच्यान?
15 जुलयच्या आसपास.
15 जुलय पासून तुमच्या
एक्झॅक्ट डेट खबर ना पण मोर ऑर लेस 15 जुलयच्यान तो कॉन्टॅक्टान ना.
एनी आयडिया तो खंय आसपाक शकता?
कांयच आयडिया ना.
A reporter in Panji, Lokik Shilkar with video journalist Omkar Falari. MPT has conveyed to the Goa government that not allowing export ships to sail without NOC from the Mines Department is not possible at this moment. They have asked Goa government to form proper guidelines and procedures regarding the NOC. MPT has also suggested government to check the evasion of royalty at the loading point of barges rather than the port. Government has written to the port to hold the ships till they get the NOC from the Mines Department. This can come as a big blow to the Goa government's efforts of curbing evasion of mining royalty. Board of Trustees of the MPT consists of Goa Mineral Ore Exporters Association, Goa Barge Owners Association, Commissioner of Customs, DIG of Coast Guard, Deputy Secretary of Union Shipping Ministry, Deputy Chairman of the MPT and others. This board has made one thing very clear to the government, that it is not possible for the MPT to hold ore consignments having no NOC from the State Mines Department. Government had written to the MPT in this regard to check leakage of mining royalty. MPT's letter to the Chief Secretary says, since the entire iron ore coming to Mormugaon port arrives in barges, over which Captain of Ports had exclusive jurisdiction as regards their operations, it is well within the powers and authority of the state government not to allow sailing of iron ore laden barges. The letter further suggests Goa government to stop plying of barges in Goan waters if they don't pay royalty. The letter of the Port Trust also makes it amply clear that all the stakeholders are not clear about the recent decision of the government. All trustees were of the unanimous opinion that until and unless the state government works out an efficient and seamless procedure for obtaining the NOC from the Directorate of Mines, it would be counterproductive to stop any shipment, especially since there is no law at the moment in this regard, neither is there any stated policy. The letter clearly raises doubts regarding government's decision, as even the procedures to obtain NOCs are not clarified to the stakeholders. Opposition had exposed the leakage of mining royalty worth hundreds of crores in the assembly. It was also cited that the evasion of royalty takes place mainly in case of illegal extraction of the ore. Government had taken the decision to make NOC from Mines Department mandatory following these developments. A reporter from Vasco, Surendra Madkaikar. River Navigation Department has decided to charge fare for ferry passengers and two-wheelers on all routes. In this regard, department has moved file for cabinet approval, which is likely to come up in the next cabinet meeting. Department has proposed 2 rupees for passengers and 5 rupees for two-wheelers. They have also proposed 100% hike for other vehicles. Department is expecting 4 crore rupees revenue out of this proposal. For last 5 years, government had stopped charging fare for passengers and two-wheelers on all routes. River Navigation Department, by operating ferry boats, connects around 19 routes in the state. River Navigation Minister Sudhin Daulikar had announced charging of fare for ferry passengers and two-wheelers. Now River Navigation Department has proposed to increase fare on all routes. Department has proposed 2 rupees for passengers and 5 rupees for two-wheelers. Similarly, department has also proposed 100% hike on all existing fare. Department expects around 4 crore rupees revenue. Department has already moved file for cabinet approval. This file is likely to get cabinet clearance in the next cabinet meeting. Our principal correspondent Murari Shetty with video journalist Anil Sanadi for Prudent Media. It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.